morning. We are in Zambia. We are having our breakfast, and it has been a nice journey. And we thank God for the grace, because pursuing all these kilometers without anything that can make you stop. We have got some challenges, but they have still made us to progress. So we see God in this journey. We see God, and when we say it is possible, because nothing can stop a determined man. Determination is the one that makes everybody to win. When David faced Goliath, it was all about determination. He did not have any power, any capacity, but he was determined. So we are here in a loud table, so we wanted to share our experiences through the journey, so that you can also understand. And I believe that it will be so motivating to you, so that you can also dare. You can know what we are going through, and the success that you have made, and the sweetness of this journey, because there is happiness after you succeed. Every victory makes somebody feel a winner and feel good. So join us. Together here we have Dennis. Karibu sana.
Hello, my name is Dennis Maina, and I'm the PA to Director, Mr. Kenyo Irato. And I was privileged to be on this trip to South Africa, this mission of It's Possible. And my core values was to book hotels, make sure they are connected to the internet, and also navigate through the Google Maps. And also I was live streaming on Facebook. Yeah, we are going live on Facebook. One big lesson I learned from this trip is is that the advantages of setting goals. So when we were starting our journey, tulikuwa tuna set goals, tunasema today maybe tunaenda kulala to a certain city, maybe let's say for example Lusaka, and no matter the kilometers, we would make sure we get there on time, or if we get late, maybe, but we had to make sure we have completed that goal, no matter the challenges we faced on the way. So yes, setting targets are good for our success. I've been close to Kenyo Irato for a while now, since pia nimefanya kazi at Maono. I'm a staff at Maono Limited, na naweza sema Kenyo Irato is a determined man. Yeah, dagoagoaga akisema ni hili lazima itafanyika, and a man who have targets and love to complete his goals. And as I say, I have this plan, and for sure I'll make sure it may happen. And there's a quote he always says, that nothing can stop a determined person. And for sure I've seen that. He have proved that since he had told me that we are coming to South Africa, and we traveled all the way. We made it to South Africa within 5 days, of which it was not simple, because some borders are too strict, and others were too slow. Like in Tunduma, we have faced different challenges, but let me just not call them challenges, because we say challenges make us stronger. We have faced different challenges, like tumeshiwa na mafuta kwa barabara. Challenges zingine ni kaa kulala kwa gari kama Zambia, tuliambiwa foreigners can't drive past 10 p.m. You have to wait until 5 a.m. So that was one of the challenge, but I've never experienced sleeping in the car. So that challenge, so I have that experience. I know how it goes outside at night. In Africa, according to my experience, I don't think I have that much differences. We have some slight differences. Some differences I've seen, like in different countries, they call street lights. No, these traffic lights, they call them robot. Like in South Africa, I had them. They call those street lights, those traffic lights, robots. And also petrol station, they call them garage.
Hello, my name is Sarah Mwangi. Kwa jina ya kazi najulikana kama Sarah Sarem. Kwa hii mission, I was a partner and among the sponsors when you were sponsor hii mission. Ile lesson kubwa sana nimelearn ni kuwa na hakuna kitu iwezekani. Everything is possible. It's possible. Ile kitu yote yenye unataka kufanya na ile unataka kutimiza, it's possible. Sidhani kutoka hapa henceforth kuna kitu itawahi nisumbua mimi kwa maisha yangu. Kama naweza kalia gari kutoka Nairobi to South Africa, nikae hapo those 5 days kama nimekaa chini, hiyo ni kitu imenisaidia sana na ni kitu hakuna kitu itawahi nifungilia. The next thing, Kinyua Wairatu used to be my friend and my mentor, but kwa saa hizi naweza muita Jaba. Nao sasa saa hii najua najaribu kuona wale watu walikuwa Jaba kwa Biblia in real life. Saa hizi naona nini hiyo yenye ilikuwa yenye inaongelewa kwa Biblia. Saa hii naiona kwa macho yangu. So Kinyua Wairatu is a good man. Ni mtu nitaendelea kuangalia sana. Ni mtu nitataka kukaa naye kwa karibu. Juu ni mtu mwerevu na ni mtu anaweza lea watu wengi sana. Na anaweza lea generation kubwa sana. Hizo countries tumepitia, kuna country moja tu nimeona inakaa Kenya, ni Zambia. Zambia inakaa Kenya, iko na watu hard working sana, kuna watu wanajituma. Lakini kwa barabara polisi ni wale kote kwenye tumepitia. Polisi ni wale kutoka Kenya hadi kwenye tulifika. Tumepitia almost the same challenges kwa barabara. Kuna country Botswana, Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe kitu nimesoma sana na Zimbabwe. It's the only country yenye hawatumiangi pesa yao. They don't use their money. Wanatumia dola ama pura, of which si pesa ya huku kwao. I mean dola ama rand. Na hiyo si pesa ya huku kwao. Rand ni pesa ya South Africa na dola mnaijua. So hiyo ndio country yenye nimeona ikiwa na tofauti zaidi. Kitu ingine ni ati all these countries zenye tumepitia, their staple food ni ugali. Tofauti ni majina yenye wanaita ugali nayo. Kuna wenye wanaita sima, kuna wenye wanaita pepe, pap. Kuna wenye wanaita pap. Kwetu ni ugali ama gima. Tofauti ni vile tu wanaita, their staple food ni ugali na hakuna mahali hakuna nyama, na kila mahali wanatengeza nyama na kivyao, but at the end of the day zote ni nyama. Yeah.
Hello. My name is Ririan Wangari Mundia, but jina yenye najulikana nayo ni Zeni Wang. I'm a designer back there in Nakuru, a fashion designer, and my role in this, I think I was a team player. I was a team member along the journey. One big lesson learned on this journey. One lesson I learned that it is well, ni vizuri siku zote ukuwe documented. Always have documents. Have your yellow vaccine, have your yellow fever vaccine, have a passport, a permanent passport, and if possible other documents that may be needed to travel, because chances come and those documents will really help you. Always make sure you have legal documents in your possession. And another thing is adjusting to situations. Literally my life, I'm used to standing and being busy and interacting, and in this trip I had to learn to like sit for hours and be calm and wait and learn. Another reason also is that ni vizuri kuwa mtu ana interact na watu. Kwenye tumeenda kwingi, we met different people who it's like they are similar in our country. Be open, be friendly. Sometimes hauta meet friendly people, but tuna learn lessons za kudeal na all those people. And how would you describe Kenywa Wairatu, the director of Maono Runs Limited? Personally, Kenywa Wairatu is a celebrity back in our country, the way I know him. Back here in Kenya, the way I know him. But on a personal level, I've come to notice he is not that person you'd think he is. I thought he was, because he was that big person, that rich person, he would be not talking. And I've come to run ni mtu wa watu, so easy to come along, hadharau watu juu ya background yao. He's ready to give chances to anybody where he can help. He does, and he's ambitious, as in yeye he never says die. Hata challenge ikiwa gani, he's just ready to face the challenge. And hata akikaa kama anakufa moyo mahali fulani kidogo, anaamka haraka. Na I love that about him. That's how I can describe him. On fears and challenges that we faced so far in resolving, I think my fear was how I would coexist with. Naturally, we didn't know each other, the team members, and I know we are going to spend the 2 weeks together. That was my fear, and how it would turn out. On challenges on my part, I'm always online, and challenges was the internet. Most countries tumekuta unakuta internet inapotea, network inapotea, so communication was a bit a challenge. Update, kujua how my business is doing back home, and I had to learn to stay calm, and what is not in my control, and I have learned to let go and focus on the present. Internet was the main challenge, but I would say not so many challenges. For me, it's their experiences I never thought I would ever meet. Yeah, sampling new foods, sleeping in different countries and different weather patterns. Back in Kenya tuliacha mvua, tulifikiri tutakutana na floods. Actually that was the worst fear that hata watu wengi walikuwa wanaogopa kutuhusu. Amazingly, hata sioni kama kuna mahali tulipata mvua, and most of these parts are dry actually. Hakuna mvua hiyo mingi, there are no floods, rivers mingi zime dry. Na I noted that Africa is haijanyesha vile kama Kenya. That was my experience, and new food. I need kuwa na fear maybe tutaenda tukule chakula tuharibikiwe, but God has been faithful so far. Hatujapata any health challenge along the way. I think that's what I would say about challenges. And solving, I think they solved themselves. God came through. And a lot of few differences or similarities between the countries that we have covered. I've noted that in each country we go change their currency. I learned that if you don't change the currency at the border, in between there unasumbuka sana juu hakuna wengine wanabadilisha pesa. And I've learned from our director the importance of dollar. Actually, I think I just saw the dollar in this trip. I've never even handled the dollar. So whenever you're traveling, make sure you have dollars in pesa form, in cash form, because the dollar is the currency that is used in all the countries. So if that is one thing I've really learned, and the different values of currencies. As in Tanzania, if you enter 1,000, you have like 10,000. You think you have more money. We entered another country. Which country is that used pura? Botswana. I loved Botswana very much. Their country is organized, and the money has more value. And of all the countries we went, Botswana and South Africa was my favorite country. And I noted something about Tanzania. Tanzania, it's generally a slow country. Everywhere, everything, they just relax. Even the roads, the speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour, and sometimes our director ran into trouble with the police because even the car could not. 50 kilometers was literally like walking. But in South Africa, I think all the drivers are safari rally drivers, and that's how that's the differences are not in that countries. And in South Africa, you rarely meet police in the road, but they have cameras. They will send to the other point and say you are speeding, and then you will be arrested. But the traffic, it's like everywhere they are the same. And also, what else did I note? The Zimbabwean currency. We were astonished. They don't want to use their money, but somebody at the border told us that it got so valueless that I think they misused their money. It got so valueless. They use other countries' money. So if you come in Zimbabwe, there's no need of exchanging dollars into their money because they don't want it. You will use rand or even pura. And I think maybe only Kenyan that money we could not use, but they use dollars and rands. I'm so passionate on the theme of this trip. It was called It's Possible. That name, It's Possible, means so much. You never know what that names mean until ikwerir kwako. I've seen things can be possible, and it's possible. When Kenya Wairato started that page, I think I was following all through to see what is this all about, and I've come to learn that it's true, it's possible, and it can be possible if you are determined to do things. I've believed there is God, and if you have faith, it is possible. Everything with God, this word, it's possible, has so much. And for me personally, I've seen so much on this word. It's possible with God. And it's possible to get favor from God. We as humans, tunatafutaga shortcuts, tunaona maybe mambo zangu hazikai vizuri, tunatafuta shortcut zetu za kando. But I've come to see faith in God and being a straight person has so much to do.
Okay, my name is John Gitonga, popularly known as Tosh to most of my friends and colleagues. By the grace of God, I was able to accompany the team to South Africa in this trip. It is Possible Mission by Kenya Wairato. And I can say that I'm not the one who chose, to go to SA. Up to the last day of traveling, I was not informed that I was supposed to be going together with the team. But one day prior to the kickoff, I was informed that I should be the team and to be the head of media in terms of video shooting and video editing. So I'm a media business entrepreneur, mostly offering services with Top Media Group and Hyper Media Services. I'm a media consultant and also a media trainer. the biggest lesson that I've learned through this trip is that, you know, there is the power of resilience. And I've learned this from our director, Kenyo Irato, who was our team lead. Actually, in each and every challenge, he was able to overcome in a powerful way. One, because he is a believer of God. He believes, you know, in the will of God and the power of God. And I'm happy because along the way, as we went to South Africa, you know, at some point the car became too silent, and at that particular time we took the chance to share the word of God, to express ourselves, to speak of our testimonies of how God has been working, and also to do some Bible study. I'm so happy because also I'm a born-again Christian, and I was able to share also what I have through the Word of God. And I know that, you know, most people would attest the power of resilience to their ability, to their power, to their money, to their position, to their connections and network. But actually, the whole journey that we undertook up until this point, we can say that the hand of God was behind all this, and even for the remaining journey, part of our travel, we would love to believe that God is also going to lead and guide us along the way. So yeah, my biggest lesson was that, you know, we have to be resilient in each and everything that we want to pursue. And also having, you know, the tagline that it is possible. We can only also remember the Bible that speaks about with God all things are possible. And I so believe and love to maybe probably to say that our director, maybe he derived this tagline from the Bible, from the Word of God. With you know, at some point when we were coming, we were heading back to Kenya. Where did we see the lorry? Zibambo, yeah. There was a big truck branded the tagline, you know, with God all things are possible. That was not just a lack or, you know, a issue thing, but God wanted us to also remember that for sure He is also going to make everything possible. Because also we have a target for this travel. We have a target for this trip. We have a mission that, you know, our lead team leader has been reiterating each and every time, and I believe also that by the end of the trip, immediately after we get back to Kenya, also God is going to make all things possible by raising funds and also accomplishing other missions that we have for this trip. In the beginning of our journey, I had some fears that I'm going far away to an unknown country for a period of 3 weeks, and I'm leaving behind my family. You know, I'm a family man, and God has given me grace to be together with my family in most of the times that I'm back in Nairobi. And I was wondering, how will they cope up for the 3 weeks without seeing me around, especially for my 3-year-old son. You know, he always wants to be near to me, and you know, we play around, we joke around. But thankfully, we have the internet, and through the internet we could video call and